Hey guys, Jacqueline here, and today I'm going to go over my C# inventory thing that I created. Only I've added inheritance to keep up with the class requirements. So basically what we're doing here is just learning how to do inheritance and like what it is and what it means. So I have added onto my inventory system. So now instead of just picking up and dropping items, you can also equip some items. And these items that are equipable are the sword and the shield. They inherit from the original item class that we had created for the penny, string, pen, for those ones. And those two classes are equipable, and as we like pick them up, so if I click the sword, equip it, it'll say sword has been equipped, and then I receive 12, like plus 12 to my attack. So now instead of it being 0, it's at 12. Same thing for the shield. If I equip that, I gain an armor of 2 from the shield, and then it tells me that the shield has been equipped. And then I can also drop them, these items, although they don't like to get actually dropped the first time, so I'm gonna have to go back and really see like what the issue is there. But let's say if I try to equip the penny, it says the penny cannot be equipped. If I try to equip the pen, it's gonna tell me that it can't be equipped. So that's basically everything I added. I'm gonna go ahead and go through what that all looks like in code. So basically I've just added a few things. The main things I added is equipping the weapon and unequipping it when we drop. So first I want to go over like my items. The item cost is pretty much the same as it was last time. The only thing that I added here was some booleans to let us check to see if we are looking at an armor or a weapon class, and then I added a start function so that way when we instantiate the item, we can call this to happen as soon as we instantiate it. And all it's doing is setting armor and weapon to be false because a regular item is not either of those things. Then we have our armor and weapon classes. So these two classes inherit from item. So you can see that to set this up, I just did a public class armor, did this little colon thing, and then put in the class name that I want to inherit from. And then in here, I have access to everything inside items. So I actually have the is armor, is weapon, all of that. The start function, which I created as a virtual void, so that way I can use it from these classes. If these ones didn't have a start in them, it would default to calling this one. But I don't want to do that because the weapon and armor are these things, so I want to set it up to be different. So I'm using an override void here. So that way I can do this void instead of the original that was on our item class. Right, and then inside here I have a modifier for the attack, so this is my weapon, and then I also have a boolean called isEquipped, as well as a function that is a boolean that just returns what the value of isEquipped is, and I'm just using that to check if we have something equipped or not. So like when we're equipping something, I have a if weapon is not equipped, then we're gonna equip it. So that's just where I'm using that. It's a little helper function there. Yeah, so let me go through here. The main differences are, like I said, equipping the item. So if we click the equip button and we have an item selected, then we're going to check to see if that item is an armor. If it is an armor, then we're going to, we're going to get the armor from, we're going to like kind of create this new variable to hold the selected item as an armor. We have to cast it here because selected item itself isn't an armor, though we can hold an armor inside of it because it inherits from it. We just have to tell it that we want it to be an armor instead of like a regular item. And then, so if we don't have it equipped, we're going to equip it. So we just let the player know that it's been equipped. We call the increase armor class, our armor function, on our player. So all that does is increases the modifier. So it's going to put it to 12. from 0 to 12. And then we update the player stats. So if we kind of scroll down here, all we're doing is changing the player attack damage. So from what it says to the new one, so we're kind of just reprinting that to screen, as well as the armor. And then if we don't have it equipped, or if we already do have it equipped, I should say, then we're going to let the player know, hey, you already have this item equipped. And then same thing for the weapon. The main differences here is that we're going to be creating a weapon variable here instead of an armor one, and we're going to be casting the selected item to be a weapon instead of an armor. So that way it can hold it. And then we're going to check to see if the weapon is equipped. If it isn't, then we're going to equip it. Otherwise, we're just going to tell the player that we can't because it's already equipped. And then if it's neither an armor nor a weapon, we're just going to tell the player that it cannot be equipped. So, you know, when we saw the penny and I tried to equip it and it said it can be equipped, this is why. So I think that's pretty much everything I've changed. Up here in our drop function, I had to check to see if we have an item equipped when we're dropping something. So we're saying if that item that we're dropping is equipped, we're just going to unequip it. So that's kind of what all this is doing. We have to get the armor again. We say if it's not equipped, I wonder if that's why it's not working. So if it is equipped, then we're going to decrease the stats and unequip it. Same thing here for the weapon. If it's equipped, then we're going to unequip it. So that's everything, I think. So we can take some stuff, equip it, unequip it, to drop that. Yeah, it didn't work the first time. I wonder why. That one did. That's weird. Drop. Yeah, okay, cool. So everything's working now. Alrighty. So that is my simulation, I guess, using inheritance. If you like this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Also check out the GitHub. You can see more in depth about how I was getting this together and how my project works. So I will see you guys next time.